All right, what's up, guys? This is the Avanti sprayer, how-to on how to assemble it. What I have in my hand here is the 515 spray tip that comes with the sprayer. You can see it has two sides of it. The small side with the hole is the side that it sprays through, and the other side that kind of has like a small, like narrow opening is the spray side. So the one side goes through it. That one right there, that's the small side that sprays through. The paint goes in that direction and then comes out that side, and then that'll give you your spray pattern. This is the spray guard that comes with it. This is just the regular, Titan spray guard, which is the red one, and those two tips will fit the red guard. And then this is the blue guard. That is the, Rack X by Graco. And this one will fit, I believe, the fine finish tip right here. I think it's the only tips that fit it. I could be wrong on that, but when I went to go buy it, the guy said I needed the blue tip, or the blue guard, so I got that one. So those two go together. And then the small little, you can't see it now. Yeah, so that'll fit on like that. Same with this. Those both are universal, they fit on the gun. And then this little tip washer, I guess you'd call it, will go inside of the blue guard. I showed how to put the rubber, gasket on the back of this, but I didn't actually show how to insert it. But it goes upside down, so it goes, like you'll see like that. It goes upside down. You could just press it in. You can put it on the end of the spray tip and then push it in. And then you can just insert the tip like this. And then when it's facing down, like this, you're in the spray position. I'm sorry, that's the clear clog position. So if you need to clear a clog, you want to make sure you face it that way. That's me trying to demonstrate with my hands there. And then when you're facing that way, that's the spray pattern. So that's how you actually spray the paint. So you just flip it back if you clog it, spray it out. It clears the clog, and then you spray it like that, and you can continue painting. So this is the priming and suction tube. This will go onto the brass nipple on the bottom there. Try to get a better angle in a second. And you just press it in, and then you put the hose clamp over it, squeeze it, pull it up. And then this other one is the, priming tube, I think it's called. I don't know the actual point of it, why it has to be in the paint, but that also has to be in the paint with the suction tube. This is the paint strainer or filter. This goes on the end of the suction tube. It just screws in like that, so you don't suck up big chunks of paint. And then you're going to need a waste bucket before you start priming this thing. And then before we do that, I'm going to show you how to break down the paint gun real quick, because it's kind of important. I can't remember if you actually need to assemble it when you first buy it. I don't remember. But I'm going to show you how to disassemble it real quick. It comes with all the tools that you need. So you're just going to break this loose and then unscrew it. And then this will be two parts on here. It'll be the paint filter. And then the part that the paint filter goes into. So that's just me trying to demonstrate how the direction works. The paint flows up through the hose, up through that little housing I have, the filter housing, and then through the filter, and then up through the gun, and then out through the tip. So just put this back, put the filter back in the gun, screw the filter housing back in. And yeah, I know that filter looks busted. I probably need to get a new one. But for demonstration purposes, that's how you put it back in. Tighten it back up. You don't have to go crazy with this, but snug is good enough. That's me just trying to get the damn thing off. That's not me over-tightening it. And then pop the trigger guard back over, just like that. And that's it. Oh, and then this little gray thing is how you lock the trigger, so you don't accidentally start spraying when it's on the ground. So when it's facing backwards toward you, it's locked. When it's facing away from you, it's unlocked. Then you can just screw this back in. And it comes with a 19 mil wrench. I only have one of these. It comes with two, but I don't know where the other one went. So we're just going to use 119 and then use an adjustable to tighten it up. Same thing with this. You don't really need to over tighten it here. You just need to go, just snug so that, there's no leak. You don't have to go insane. Next, I'm going to mix up the paint. You saw how fast I did that with a little bit of editing skills. Then I'm going to put the suction tube in. Again, the suction tube's on my right side with that big little filter, and then the priming tube. I could have that backwards, I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can let me know in the comments, but I think the suction tube's the one with the filter. And then the priming tube is the smaller one. Could be wrong. You're just going to put that in the paint. And then you're going to take the smaller side and you're going to leave that out of the paint so you can let it run through. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you didn't already, I don't know if it comes attached or not, but you're going to have to connect this side of the paint gun to the actual machine. You just tighten that up and that's it. This is the on-off button. Down is on, I believe, and up is off, which is kind of strange, I think. You can't see, there's a bunch of paint covering it, but I believe down is on and up is off. This is your pressure valve, so you can go all the way down is high pressure. Then a little bit below that is low pressure, and then after that is the prime and clean function. So this is just the direction. The paint gets sucked up through the priming hose, or the suction hose. Yeah, I think priming hose, and then it goes down through the gun, up through the filter, in the filter housing, and then outside the gun. This is the mode selector, so I guess a quick way of remembering the mode selector is when it's facing the direction of the spray gun, that's in the spray mode, and then if it's down, like you'll see in a second, when it's down, it's parallel with the priming hose. So down is prime, and then up, facing the direction of the spray gun hose, is the spray mode. So there's two modes, there's spray and prime. That's me uselessly trying to explain with my finger again. Okay, next we're going to plug in the machine itself. Okay, now we're going to take that smaller hose and we're going to turn the machine on with it in prime mode, which is down. And then we're just going to keep going until we have a really solid stream of paint. And then you're going to turn it off. Or actually, you're going to turn it to the spray mode. So you don't have to turn it off, you just turn it to the spray mode, and then you're going to repeat that process with the spray gun now. So now you're just going to hold the trigger while it's in spray mode and the machine's on until you get a nice bead of paint. Now, there's going to be a lot of water coming out of this that you're going to see, but that's because I rinsed it out before, so the machine itself has water in it. So that looks about good there. So then I'm going to stop, and then now I'm ready to paint. When you're getting ready to paint, you just make sure that you have that both tubes in the paint. So both tubes need to be inside the bucket of paint. Next, we're going to put on our spray guard with the tip inside. And then, just so you know, when the orientation of the spray guard's like that, it's horizontal pattern. And when it's facing upwards, it's a vertical pattern. So that's like the spray pattern. So this is just a quick demonstration of me actually painting. I always test like a piece of wood first, just to make sure I have my spray pressure right. You can do low pressure, high pressure, whatever your paint calls for, and whatever comes out good. So this is me just doing a light pass. Maybe it's a light pass, I don't know, I'm not a painter. I just bought a machine for $200 and thought it'd be pretty good. So now we're gonna clean it up, and you're gonna tap a little bit. Don't tap it more than 3 times. Then you're gonna get a nice fresh bucket of water and clean it out. I do this so it's not dripping everywhere. It makes it so much easier to clean up instead of just, and it also is a lot cleaner on your hands. You don't get paint everywhere. I'm doing that way more than 3 times, so I'm playing with it at this point. Then you're gonna take the filter out and then just wash the filter a little more, so that as you're flushing the system while it's waiting, it doesn't dry and cake up. And then you could just put this to the side for now. We're gonna clean it more later. Okay, now the reason I'm doing it this way is because my hose froze outside. So you can see here, boom, that arrow is pointing to where you can actually insert your garden hose. So you don't need to use buckets like I am. You can just use a garden hose and then use the same process. But I have a frozen garden hose, so I can't use that. So I have to use warm water buckets. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting it to the clean prime mode. I'm inserting the priming hose, and then I am letting the system flush all the paint out. So I'm gonna keep letting it run until there's only water coming out, no paint. Next, I'm gonna take the guard off, and then I'm gonna do the same thing in the spray mode. So switch it to spray mode. You can see right there, it's in spray mode. I actually forgot to put it to the clean and prime mode, so sorry about that. Make sure it's in clean and prime, and then put it to the spray mode. And now I'm going to repeat the same process in the spray mode. So I'm gonna keep going until all of the paint is run out and it's only water. Next, I actually put on the spray guard again, and then I spray it twice. I spray it a little bit for a couple seconds in the spray mode, and then I flip it to the clear clog mode, and then I spray it for a couple seconds in that, just to help clean the tip a little better, so it doesn't cake up on the inside of the tip. Next, make sure before you do this, you squeeze the trigger on the spray gun to relieve the pressure when you're done. So make sure the machine's turned off, and then just squeeze the trigger so that you can release any pressure that's still built up in the gun. You don't want to remove the gun while there's still pressure inside the system. So please make sure you do that. I'm not responsible if your gun shoots, 16 feet and hits your toddler in the head. So here next, we're just gonna remove the filter housing from the gun. All right, perfect. Unscrew that. I don't know where I stopped. There you go, unscrew that. Then you're gonna remove the filter. And that's your 3 pieces. And then you're gonna get your spray guard with your tip. You can remove the tip from the spray guard, and here's me struggling dearly. I don't know what I'm doing. There you go. And then you're gonna just pop it out with this side of the spray tip. Bang it out a little bit. And that's it. So there's those pieces. You get all your pieces laid out. And then you're gonna get your filter, which is the last piece, and that's what you're going to use upstairs in your kitchen sink, using your wife's cleaning supplies to clean all of that out. So if you made it this far, I want to give a shout out to you, and as a thank you, here's 2 of my favorite comments on Reddit from when I posted about the cabinets. So hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.